Okay, well, the AOD 4R70W, 4R75W, how can you possibly put in the wrong rear band? They're all the same, right? Well, with enough time, idiocy, and a little coffee, if there's a way to muck it up, we'll find it.
If you're watching this video, it's because you're awesome, and you're about to learn something that makes you even more awesome.
You all probably know already that there's only two versions of the AOD and 4R70W bands. One has these grooves. The other has a nice smooth surface, is usually the later model. And there doesn't seem to be any differences. So how can you mess this up? How can you put in the wrong band and ruin your rebuild? Well, look here. Same height, split bands, same diameter, and about 185. About 165, a little bit of difference there, but you're not going to be carrying your calipers around on the part shelf. You're just going to pick up a band. Let me show you something. If you hadn't looked closely, you may not notice this. Look at the position of the anchor pin, and look at the difference here of the head of the anchor. 2.98, 0.4, quite a bit of difference there. Why? There's no different bands for AODs and 4R70Ws. I'll tell you why. One of these is a GM TH400. Now you're thinking, well, you're not gonna make that mistake because you got this Ford stamp on most of the bands. But some of these bands do not have the Ford stamping. Because there's another way you could get this mixed up. You're ordering it, and you're using the part number, and it comes in a nice box, and you pull it out, and it looks great. It looks like the Ford band you wanted. It's Borg Warner, and you're good to go. You throw it in there and you got problems. Well, both of these Ford, oh, and by the way, your TH400, it's got grooved version and a smooth version, just like the Fords do. The Ford bands from 1980 on, early ones are mostly using the grooved, but it's the same part number. Just a 76024 or the FOAZ ZD095A. The TH400s, you've got the grooved version, is the 34024, which the GM part number is 8681820. And then you have the later 34024E, which is your smooth version, and that is like the 91s and up. 8677313. Now all this information will be in the description of the video, and the part numbers in the description of the video, so you don't have to rewind and go over the video over and over. Oh, and if you don't have a nice caliper at a good affordable price, I'll put an affiliate link description to that as well. If there's anything else you want to know about transmission repair or coffee, then let me know in the comments below, and maybe I'll make a video on it. Maybe I'll give you a shout out for giving me the idea. Till the next video, get off the couch and get dirty. Welcome to Saneauto. We're so glad you're here. We don't just do repairs and tool reviews.
Bienvenida a Saneauto. Nosotros no solamente hacemos reparaciones de autos.
We also film hot rods and mod rods, project cars, classic cars, antiques.
Nosotros también filmea autos antiguos, mod rods, hot rods, cualquiera.
We also like to take you with us to the car shows and the cruise-ins, so make sure you subscribe and hit that little bell so you don't miss anything.
Me gustaría llevarte con nosotros a los cruise-ins y car shows. Entonces, empuja ese botón y toca de campaña para que no pierda nada.
Thank you for watching our videos. Many of the events, shows, and people that we feature support much needed charities.
Bastante de eventos que nosotros filmea soporta caridad.
Please take a child or a friend to one of these events and make sure that they're aware of all the good works that the great people of the car community do.
Por favor, lleva un niño o un amigo a los eventos para que sepa de buenos trabajos que hacen los coordinadores de evento. Muchas gracias. Hasta luego.